Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Driving Insights Podcast by M5 Management Services, where we cover ways for your fixed operations department to gain efficiency, customer retention, and long-term profitability. I'm your host, Tim Harkins, brand manager here at M5 Management Services, and on today's show, we'll talk about the importance of financial literacy for automotive department leaders. We'll dive into key financial calculations, including cost of sales, effective cost of sales, gross profit percentage, and sales required to break even. We'll explore how understanding these metrics can empower you to make informed decisions, optimize your department's performance, and drive profitability. So buckle up. You're listening to Driving Insights. Now, before we get started with today's episode, I wanted to tell you about the Complete Service Manager Workshop coming up November 4th to 8th in Pelham, Alabama. Our 5-day intensive workshop is designed just for you. Dive deep into advanced financial strategies, master logistical solutions, and elevate your customer experience game. Led by industry expert Lee Harkins, this hands-on program offers practical tools and techniques you can implement immediately. From optimizing profitability to crafting effective pay plans, we cover it all. Join us to transform your service department into a powerhouse of efficiency and customer satisfaction. Don't miss this opportunity to take your career to the next level. Sign up now on www.m5ms.com and click the banner at the top of the page for more information. So, financial acumen isn't just for accountants or CFOs. As a department leader, you are on the front lines of your dealership's profitability. Every decision you make impacts the bottom line, and understanding the numbers behind those decisions empowers you to steer your team towards success. Think of financial calculations as the engine diagnostics of your department. Just as a skilled technician uses diagnostic tools to pinpoint issues in a vehicle, you can use financial metrics to identify areas of strength and weakness in your operations. This knowledge allows you to make informed choices, whether it's about staffing, equipment purchases, or process improvements. But it's not enough to simply read reports handed to you by the accounting department. To truly excel in your role, you need to understand how those numbers are derived. This deeper comprehension enables you to spot trends, anticipate challenges, and seize opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. And by mastering financial calculations, you'll speak the language of your upper management more fluently. This skill can help you advocate for your department's needs, justify investments, and demonstrate the value you're bringing to the dealership. It's a powerful tool for advancing your career and driving your department's success. And remember, numbers tell a story. And as a department leader, it's your job to read that story accurately and use it to write the next chapter of your department's growth and profitability. So let's explore some key financial concepts that will sharpen your ability to do just that. Let's start with a fundamental concept in automotive department finance. That's cost of sales. This metric is crucial for understanding the direct costs associated with generating revenue in your department. Cost of sales represents the total amount paid to technicians for their labor in producing hours. It's a key component of your department's profitability, yet it's not always immediately visible on financial statements. Understanding cost of sales gives you insight into the core expenses driving your service operations. The formula for calculating cost of sales is straightforward. It's the sum of all technician wages and benefits. This includes regular wages, overtime pay, and any performance-based bonuses or incentives. By tracking this number closely, you can gauge how labor costs are impacting your overall financial performance. It's important to note that cost of sales doesn't include indirect costs like equipment, tools, or administrative overhead. It focuses solely on the direct labor cost of providing services. This makes it a pure measure of how much you're investing in hands-on work that generates revenue. By monitoring your cost of sales over time, you can spot trends and make informed decisions about staffing, productivity, and pricing. If cost of sales is rising faster than revenue, it might signal a need to adjust your labor allocation or pricing strategy. Conversely, if you're able to keep cost of sales stable while increasing revenue, it's a sign of improving efficiency and profitability. Understanding and managing your cost of sales is a critical step in optimizing your department's financial performance. It sets the stage for more advanced metrics we'll discuss, which will give you an even clearer picture of your department's financial health. So now that we've covered cost of sales, let's dive into a related but more nuanced concept: effective cost of sales. This metric offers a refined perspective on your labor costs, providing valuable insights into your department's efficiency and profitability. Effective cost of sales takes the total amount paid to technicians and views it through the lens of productivity. It's essentially a weighted average that shows how much you're paying for each billable hour of work. This number is crucial because it reflects not just what you're spending, but how effectively that spending translates into billable services. Think of effective cost of sales as the counterpart to your effective labor rate. While effective labor rate tells you how much you're earning per hour sold, effective cost of sales reveals how much you're spending to generate that hour. Together, these metrics paint a comprehensive picture of your labor economics. Why does it matter? Well, because it helps you identify hidden inefficiencies in your operations. A higher effective cost of sales might indicate that you're paying for a lot of non-productive time or that your labor mix isn't optimized. On the flip side, a lower effective cost of sales suggests that you're getting more billable hours out of your labor investment. By tracking and analyzing your effective cost of sales, you can make more informed decisions about staffing, training, and workflow optimization. It's a powerful tool for balancing productivity and profitability, ensuring that your labor costs are translating efficiently into billable services. Now, as we move forward, keep in mind how effective cost of sales fits into the broader financial picture of your department. It's a key piece of the puzzle in understanding and improving your overall profitability. So let's break down the formula for calculating effective cost of sales. This calculation might seem daunting at first, but it's a powerful tool that provides valuable insights into your department's financial health. This formula is straightforward. Divide your total technician wages and benefits by the number of hours sold. This gives you a figure that represents the average cost per billable hour across your entire team. It's expressed mathematically as effective cost of sales equals total technician wages and benefits divided by total hours sold. So to put this into practice, let's consider an example. Suppose your technician wages and benefits for a month are $50,000 and your team sold 1,000 hours of labor. Your effective cost of sales would be $50,000 divided by 1,000 equals $50 per hour. This means that, on average, it costs your department $50 in labor to produce each billable hour. What makes this metric so useful is its ability to account for all your labor costs, including non-productive time. It doesn't just look at what you pay technicians for billable hours, but spreads the entire labor cost across all productive hours. This gives you a true picture of your labor efficiency. By regularly calculating your effective cost of sales, you can track how changes in staffing, training, or processes impact your bottom line. A decrease in this number over time indicates improving efficiency, while an increase might signal the need for adjustments in your operations. Now remember, the goal is to keep your effective cost of sales as low as possible while maintaining quality service. This formula gives you a concrete way to measure and manage this crucial aspect of your department's performance. So let's talk about the key factors that influence your effective cost of sales. Understanding these elements will help you identify areas for improvement and make strategic decisions to optimize your department's performance. One of the primary factors is technician pay rates. Higher wages will naturally increase your effective cost of sales. However, it's important to balance this against the productivity and quality of work that higher paid, experienced technicians can deliver. Sometimes paying more for skilled labor can actually lower your effective cost of sales if it results in significantly higher productivity. And productivity itself is another crucial factor. The more billable hours your technicians produce relative to their total work hours, the lower your effective cost of sales will be. This is why efficient scheduling, streamlined processes, and effective time management are so important. Any non-productive time, whether it's due to poor scheduling, lack of work, or inefficient processes, will drive up your effective cost of sales. The mix of technician skill levels in your department also plays a role. Entry-level technicians typically have lower wages but may also be less productive. Balancing your team with the right mix of experienced and junior technicians can help optimize your effective cost of sales. Overtime is another factor to consider. While overtime can be necessary to meet customer demands, excessive reliance on overtime can inflate your effective cost of sales due to higher hourly rates. Careful management of overtime can help keep this metric in check. Lastly, the types of services your department offers can impact your effective cost of sales. Some services may require more time or specialized skills, potentially increasing this metric. Analyzing the profitability of different service types can help you make informed decisions about your service mix. By actively managing these factors, you can work towards optimizing your effective cost of sales, ultimately improving your department's efficiency and profitability. Next, let's examine the relationship between effective cost of sales and effective labor rate. These two metrics are closely intertwined and provide a comprehensive view of your department's labor economics. Effective labor rate represents the average amount you collect per hour sold. It's calculated by dividing your total labor sales by the number of hours sold. This metric gives you insight into your revenue generation from labor. On the flip side, effective cost of sales shows the average amount you pay out for each billable hour. It's the cost counterpart to your effective labor rate. Together, these two metrics create a financial snapshot of your labor operations. The gap between your effective labor rate and your effective cost of sales is crucial. This difference represents your gross profit per labor hour. A wider gap indicates higher profitability, while a narrow gap suggests tighter margins. Tracking these metrics in tandem allows you to make informed decisions about pricing, labor allocation, and overall department strategy. For instance, if your effective cost of sales is rising higher than your effective labor rate, it may be time to reassess your pricing strategy or look for ways to improve efficiencies. It's also important to note that these metrics can move independently. You might increase your effective labor rate through strategic pricing or by focusing on higher value services. Alternatively, you could lower your effective cost of sales through improved productivity or optimized staffing. The goal is to manage both metrics actively, striving to increase your effective labor rate while keeping your effective cost of sales in check. This balanced approach will help maximize your department's profitability and ensure sustainable growth. Now, if you're a service manager struggling with those constant operational emergencies, we can help. Our consultants can assist you in getting a firm grasp of your financial metrics and help guide you to more informed decision making. We'll work with you to understand key calculations like effective cost of sales and gross profit percentage, empowering you to optimize your department's performance and boost profitability. Let us help you transform financial data into actionable insights for your service department. Just fill out our free consultation form on our website, www.m5ms.com today. So let's turn our attention to gross profit percentage, a key metric that appears prominently in financial statements and often catches the eye of dealership operators. This figure provides a quick snapshot of your department's financial health and efficiency. Gross profit percentage tells you how much of each sales dollar remains after accounting for the direct cost of providing your services. It's expressed as a percentage, making it easy to compare performance across different time periods or even between departments. For service departments, a healthy gross profit percentage is crucial. It indicates whether you're pricing your services appropriately and managing your direct costs effectively. This metric is often used as a benchmark for departmental performance, with many dealerships setting specific targets for their service operations. When reviewing your financial statements, you'll likely find gross profit percentage near the top. Its prominent position reflects its importance in assessing overall departmental performance. A strong gross profit percentage suggests that you're balancing revenue generation and cost management well. However, it's important to view this metric in context. A high gross profit percentage is generally positive, but it doesn't tell the whole story. For example, you could have a high percentage but low overall sales, which might indicate pricing issues or underutilization of your capacity. Consistently monitoring your gross profit percentage allows you to spot trends and react quickly to changes. If you notice a downward trend, it might signal rising costs or pricing pressures that need addressing. Conversely, an upward trend could indicate improving efficiency or successful implementation of new pricing strategies. Understanding and actively managing your gross profit percentage is key to maintaining a healthy, profitable service department. It's a vital tool in your financial toolkit, helping you make informed decisions and demonstrate your department's value to the dealership as a whole. So let's walk through the process of actually calculating gross profit percentage. This calculation is straightforward but powerful, providing a clear view of your department's profitability at a glance. The formula for gross profit percentage is this: gross profit divided by total sales times 100. Pretty simple. Now, to break this down further, let's start with finding your gross profit. This is calculated by subtracting your cost of goods sold from your total sales. In a service department, cost of goods sold primarily consists of technician labor and parts costs. For example, let's say your department had total sales of $100,000 in a month with cost of goods sold of $60,000. Your gross profit would be $40,000, 100 minus $60,000, right? To convert this to percentage, divide 40,000 by 100,000, which gives you 0.4. Multiply this by 100, and you get the gross profit percentage of 40%. It's crucial to ensure that you're including all relevant costs in your cost of goods sold calculation. For a service department, this typically includes technician wages, benefits, and costs of parts used in repairs. Overlooking any of these elements can lead to an inflated gross profit percentage, giving a false impression of your department's performance. Remember that this calculation can be applied to your department as a whole or broken down by service type or even individual jobs. This granular approach can help you identify which services or types of work are most profitable. By regularly performing this calculation, you'll gain a clear understanding of your department's financial performance. It allows you to track changes over time, set realistic goals, and make data-driven decisions to improve your profitability. Mastering this calculation empowers you to take control of your department's financial health, ensuring you're not just busy, but profitably busy. Understanding gross profit percentage opens up a world of practical applications for managing your service department effectively. This metric serves as a powerful tool for decision-making, goal setting, and performance evaluation. One key application is in pricing strategy. By knowing your gross profit percentage, you can assess whether your current pricing structure is sustainable and profitable. If your percentage is lower than industry standards or your own targets, it might be time to reassess your pricing. Conversely, if it's usually high, you might have room to offer competitive pricing to attract more customers without sacrificing profitability. Gross profit percentage also plays a crucial role in inventory management. For parts-heavy services, this metric helps you determine which items are contributing most to your bottom line. You can use this information to optimize your inventory, focusing on high-margin items and possibly phasing out less profitable ones. When it comes to evaluating new equipment purchases or technology investments, gross profit percentage is invaluable. You can project how these investments might impact your profitability and calculate the sales volume needed to justify the expense. This approach ensures that capital expenditures align with your financial goals. Employee performance evaluations and incentive programs can also benefit from a clear understanding of gross profit percentage. You can set realistic profit-based targets for your team and design bonus structures that reward contributions to the department's overall profitability. Lastly, this metric is essential for benchmarking. You can compare your department's performance against industry standards, other dealerships, or even other departments within your own organization. These comparisons can highlight areas of excellence and identify opportunities for improvement. By leveraging your understanding of gross profit percentage in these ways, you transform a simple financial metric into a versatile management tool, driving your department towards greater efficiency and profitability. So let's explore the concept of sales to break even and its critical role in making sound business decisions. This metric helps you determine the minimum amount of sales your department needs to cover all its costs, both fixed and variable. Understanding your break-even point is crucial for various aspects of department management. It provides a clear target for your team, showing exactly how much revenue you need to generate before you start turning a profit. This knowledge can be motivating and help focus your team's efforts on achieving and surpassing this threshold. When considering new investments or changes in your department, the break-even analysis becomes particularly valuable. For instance, if you're thinking about purchasing new diagnostic equipment or hiring additional staff, you can calculate how much additional sales you'll need to cover these new expenses. This information helps you assess whether the potential benefits outweigh the costs and risks. The break-even concept is also useful for scenario planning. You can model different situations like changes in labor costs, parts pricing, or service mix, and see how they affect your break-even point. This allows you to prepare for various market conditions and make proactive decisions to maintain profitability. Lastly, the break-even analysis can guide your pricing strategy. By knowing the minimum sales required to cover costs, you can ensure your pricing structure allows you to reach and exceed this point while remaining competitive in your market. By incorporating break-even analysis into your decision-making process, you add a powerful tool to your management arsenal. It provides a solid foundation for financial planning and helps ensure that your department remains profitable and sustainable in the long run. So let's dive into the formula for calculating sales required to break even. This calculation might seem complex at first, but it's a valuable tool that can significantly impact your business decisions. The formula is this: sales required to break even equals fixed costs divided by gross profit percentage. To use this formula effectively, you need to understand each component. Fixed costs are expenses that remain constant regardless of your sales volume. These might include rent, salaries for non-commissioned staff, insurance, and equipment leases. It's crucial to identify all your fixed costs accurately for this calculation. The gross profit percentage, which we discussed earlier, is expressed as a decimal in this formula. For example, if your gross profit percentage is 40%, you'd use 0.40 in the calculation. So let's walk through an example. Suppose your department has a monthly fixed costs of $50,000 and a gross profit percentage of 35%, or in our calculation, 0.35. Plugging these numbers into our formula, we get 50,000 divided by 0.35 equals 142,857. This means your department needs to generate $142,857 in sales to break even. It's important to note that this calculation assumes your gross profit percentage remains constant as sales increase. In reality, this may not always be the case due to factors like volume discounts or increased efficiency at higher sales levels. You can use this formula to analyze different scenarios. For instance, if you're considering adding a new service that would increase your fixed costs but potentially improve your gross profit percentage, you can calculate how this would affect your break-even point. By mastering this formula, you gain a powerful tool for financial planning and decision-making. It allows you to set realistic sales targets, evaluate potential changes to your business model, and ensure your department remains financially healthy. So let's wrap up our discussion by emphasizing the critical role of financial literacy in effective department management. So as a leader, your ability to understand and interpret financial data is not just a valuable skill, it's an essential component of your success. Financial literacy empowers you to make informed decisions that drive your department's performance. When you grasp the nuances of metrics like cost of sales, effective labor rate, and gross profit percentage, you're equipped to identify areas of strength and opportunities for improvement. This knowledge allows you to fine-tune your operations, optimizing both efficiency and profitability. Now, beyond day-to-day management, financial literacy is crucial for strategic planning. It enables you to set realistic goals, forecast future performance, and make sound investments in your department's growth. Whether you're considering new equipment purchases, staff expansions, or process changes, a solid understanding of financial principles ensures that your decisions align with your department's financial health and long-term objectives. Financial literacy also enhances your communication with other stakeholders in the dealership. When you can confidently discuss financial metrics and their implications, you build credibility with upper management and can more effectively advocate for your department's needs. This skill is invaluable when negotiating budgets, requesting resources, or proposing new initiatives. Your financial acumen sets an example for your team. When you emphasize the importance of understanding financial metrics, you cultivate a culture of financial responsibility throughout your department. This shared understanding can lead to better decision-making at all levels, contributing to overall departmental success. Remember, financial literacy is an ongoing journey. The automotive industry and financial landscapes are constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay current with new concepts and best practices. By committing to continuous learning and improvement in this area, you position yourself and your department for sustained success and growth. Embracing financial literacy transforms you from a manager who simply oversees operations to a strategic leader who drives financial performance. It's a powerful tool that, when wielded effectively, can elevate your department to new heights of efficiency and profitability. And if you're looking to take your financial literacy and management skills to the next level, consider joining our complete Service Manager Workshop. This 5-day intensive program led by industry expert Lee Harkins covers all the equations we've discussed today and more. You'll dive deep into advanced financial strategies, master logistical solutions, and learn how to optimize profitability. If you're interested in more information, just go to our website, www.m5ms.com, and click the banner at the top of the page. If you're a current service manager, fixed ops director, or even a general manager looking to boost your financial literacy and department performance, you need Rose Plus, the game-changing repair order survey and evaluation software that delivers unparalleled financial visibility for your fixed operations. With seamless DMS integration, Rose Plus provides a 360-degree analytical view of your service department. Use Rose Plus to elevate service advisor excellence, make data-driven decisions, optimize advertising spend, spot hidden opportunities, and find the sweet spot for pricing. Take control of your department's financial health with Rose Plus. Visit www.m5ms.com to learn more and request a demo today by filling out our free consultation form. Now, before we go, it's time for this week's homework. We've created a comprehensive guide for service managers to implement the financial concepts we've discussed in this episode. This guide includes detailed explanations, equations, pro tips, tripping points, and thought starters for each step of the process. From understanding cost of sales to integrating financial metrics into your daily operations, this guide will help you transform your service department's financial management. It's available in the show notes and on our website, www.m5ms.com, under the Driving Insights section. You'll see the episode list and a link to download the guide. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it and thank you for listening. I've been your host, Tim Harkins, brand manager here at M5 Management Services. And as always, if you have any questions or topic suggestions, or may be interested in how M5 could help your fixed operations department, please contact us on our website, www.m5ms.com. Make sure to tune in next time, where we'll talk about more industry topics that will help drive your fixed operations department to increased efficiency, customer retention, and long-term profitability. Thank you, everyone. This has been Driving Insights.